Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet,
sponsored by Apple Capital Group.
At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today, we're going to talk to Victor Kwegyir. We're going to talk about the business you can start. So we're going to take a break real quick and we'll be back in a moment. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back in 1 minute. And we're going to talk about the business you can start. You're listening to the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host.
You're listening to the Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Apple Capital Group in Jacksonville, Florida, is a commercial lender that specializes in asset-based loans, equipment leasing and financing, invoice financing, commercial real estate loans, and asset-based financing in the U.S. and Canada. Apple Capital Group is a direct lender that lends on their private equity investment portfolio. 90% of most loans are decided within 2 hours, and vendor funding within 24 hours after documents are completed, with a one-page application. No slow no's, just a quick decision and a fast yes. To get more information about lending from Apple Capital Group, call 866-611-7457. That's 866-611-7457 to speak with one of our loan specialists. Or visit us right now at applecapitalgroup.com. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
Again, welcome. Our topic today, the business you can start, and spotting the greatest opportunities in the economic downturn. Victor, thanks for coming back on the program.
To be on again.
Okay. This book in itself, about 7 years ago, of course, the economy was really hit, I think, worldwide. What inspired you to actually write this particular book and to kind of give us some ideas of businesses people can start on their own?
Well, I wrote the book with the aim of forming and challenging, as well as inspiring readers and offering them the hope and the practical alternative ways that they can make the best of the economy. As you rightly said, we've had a couple of challenges with the economy. Of course, now it looks to be coming up again. However, we still know that if you speak to various economics with various views, they will still tell you that it still it hasn't got the full footing as it's supposed to be. And my aim for writing this book is to be able to inspire the reader and challenge and listen. There are different alternatives in every situation, because every record indicates that even during economic downturn, that is when we do have most of the well-known businesses that we know today, how they were started. So there are still always opportunities out there, and it looks like humanity is created in such a way that it's when we are pressed to the wall that we seem to be able to come up with the best. And I did the research and I realized that, and practically, something that I also experienced myself. It was at the height of the economic downturn that I came up with my business to start what I'm doing right now for the past couple of years. So I felt that it is the time for me to be able to put a book down that can be able to reach out to as many people as possible and be able to inspire them, encourage them, and challenge them to look at the alternatives that are available out there. There are a number of alternatives, and I show readers how to identify. There are about 30 different ways of how to identify business opportunities all over the place, and that is what this book is all about. Is we offer the inspiration and carry at the same time inform and equip them and offer them all the practical tools and necessary guidance that they need to be able to get started.
If anybody have any questions for Victor, you can post a question in the chat room or email us at info@thecorebusinessshow or call in at 347-324-3460 and you can text your message. In your book itself, you have should I or can I start a business? No, it's a really scary proposition for some people. I think like an infant, they have no fear. So the ones who haven't really gone through, not working for someone else or who's been career trained, it's a scary proposition to step out on your own. What advice do you have for that particular person who's in a mid-career or maybe had the experience to lay off or the things they really need to do to take that first step?
Good. That's a very good question. The interesting thing is that taking risk is one of the essential qualities that every single person who is going to go into business must develop if you don't have it already. And I say must develop because it's not everybody who was naturally born with that drive to want to dig themselves out there, step out there, irrespective of what the situation may be. However, if you don't do nothing, I mean, I just posted a post on Facebook, interestingly, earlier on today, saying that listen, if you do something, you'll be criticized. If you don't do anything, you'll be criticized. And if you just sit on the fence too, I mean, it's basically the same thing. So I think that the best thing for you to do is instead of just sitting down waiting on maybe somebody else helping you out or somebody giving you what you don't like, you are better off starting something. And I say that it is important that you have to know exactly what it is that is driving you to go to do what you want to do. If it's just a matter of just finding money to just survive, then of course, maybe you can just rely on the state or rely on friends and family to maybe that. But if you really want to make an impact in life and change lives and be a blessing to other people and become part of history and become part of the future as well, then you are better off taking up the risk and doing something about your situation. Now, if you already lost the job, like I was in that particular state, you lost your job. You have nothing doing. So what have you got to lose? All right. Either the best thing for you to do is just step out there and do something for yourself. Find what you can be able to do and make something out of it. Because you've got nothing to lose. If you sit down, of course, then you've got a lot of things to lose. Because in the near future, when it comes up that, in actual, for all the years I've been sitting and wasting, I could have done something with my life and maybe that could have turned out something else. We always don't know tomorrow. So you're better off taking a step. And like they said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So you got to find a way of being able to come up to listen, I have no alternative. And the choices available to me right now, there's always something I can't be able to do because every human being has got something in them that nobody else has got. And you always have skills, you always have experiences, you always have information available to you, help available to you that nobody else has. And that is quite unique to everybody because we all see things differently. So I just do encourage people, don't just throw in the towel and just give up, okay? You've got to take risks. I mean, for those who are faith people, we talk about stepping out in faith. For those of us who are in a secular, we call it risk. And everybody needs to take a risk. If you want to sit down right on a seat, you need to believe that the chair that you're going to sit on is going to hold you. Okay, it looks very simplistic, but that is basically you taking a step of faith and loosening yourself, going down and sit on that particular chair. It's the same way. Anything you want to do in life, you have got to take a risk. So you got to overcome that. And if you don't do it, somebody else might take that opportunity, or you will lose the freedom that you will get for being able to do something for yourself.
When spotting ideas and opportunities, what ideas and opportunities you really need to look at and how to develop those ideas?
Good. I've always said this. Every business has three things. Every business comes from three sources. One is you're solving a problem that has already happened. Okay? So every business solves a problem of yesterday. Now, other businesses we know solve the problems that are currently going on. And the third kind of approach is looking at potential problems that will arise in the future. So you create a business to be able to solve any one of these three problems. And if you look at it critically out there, every business out there is doing one of these things. Either they are solving a problem of yesterday, they are solving a problem of today, or the problem of tomorrow. And we know that problems are just not going to, go out of existence. They're always going to be with us as long as we humans live in this life. So I always say that if you are going to start, first and foremost, look for a problem to solve. Don't go, I just posted a business principle that don't focus your business on just making money, but focus on identifying problems, solving them, and delivering them at the lowest possible cost, and delivering value to your clients, your customers, or your end users. So it's always important to look at it from that perspective. If you go with that mindset, there are just unlimited problems out there that need solving. Okay? Mm-hmm. And that is the best way to be able to focus and the best way to start. That's the first step you want to do. Look for problems to solve, and in the process, create wealth out of it.
One of the biggest things is, we look at a model for a particular business and we look for a legal structure. And you're taking the combination of those. If I'm looking at what model, and there's tons of different models for the same business, how can that person adapt a particular model that they see out there, or without recreating the wheel in one sense? Should they go to a model that's well established and proven, or should they kind of adapt to their own model?
I think that you have a combination of the two. I mean, there are normal setup models that we all know. We all know about in my book, I talk about the home-based business model. You talk about the office setup business model. You talk about the brick and mortar, the e-commerce, and all the various models that the licensing of a product and stuff. However, you want to look at your unique situation and look at a model that really works with you. For instance, if you don't have enough resources to be able to rent an office or an office space somewhere, you can always create an office in your own room and your own house. And these days, a lot of businesses are there. All you need is basically a corner in your house or in your room or in your sitting space with a table, with your laptop or your PC, and your stationery, your printer just by you, and start from there. If you are going to always look at I need money to go and rent a new lease an office in a very exclusive place, and there are countless number of businesses, billionaires have made money just by sitting on their bed and just getting on logging on online. And there's so many businesses that you can do by that. Okay, it's a matter of being able to know what tools to use, how to be able to connect the right people. I operated, when I started, I was basically working from home. Eventually, I moved into an office. But these days, I combine both of them. I work from home, I work from the office, and I always make it also easier for my clients by having an appointment with clients either by social media, Skype, Viber, or Ovo, or I meet them at their closest, nearest coffee shop or the closest, nearest, restaurant or sometimes in hotel lobby. So you want to open yourself up and look at the possibilities out there. If you're going to do with something that deals with stock, if you can't stock it in your garage, you can't stock maybe your products in your garage or something, you can look at the option of going for Dropbox model where you have the items with the wholesaler or with the manufacturer, and you become the middle person who gets the client and order it for your clients from them. In my books, I do the print on demand. So I hardly have stocks with me except when I'm going to speak somewhere and I've got other copies with me. Oftentimes, people order the book and I straight away just go to my printer's website, order the book, and they ship it straight to them. So you have to have that flexibility and look at all the options that are available to you. Like I said, there are pros and cons for every single one of the models. And those, you can find them in the book. But you want to always be open and be flexible to all the possibilities that are available to you and see how you can be. And you always want to look at the convenience of the customer and how fast you can be able to deliver the best service at the least cost and the quickest possible efficient way of delivering value to your customer.
What would you like to leave your audience with regarding this book?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
In this book itself, what do you like to leave the audience with? Once they read your book and try to apply it, what do you like to leave them to leave with?
All right, okay. I like them to leave with clarity, okay? Because I've come across, I realized a lot of people have got so many ideas, or they've got even a particular, I just was I had a Skype consultation with a client all the way back home in Ghana, which is where I'm originally from. And the client talking about going into a cleaning business. And when I spoke to them, we want to go into cleaning business. These are two people who want to go into partnership in a cleaning business. And they were, talking about basically generalities. A lot of things, we want to do clean, want to offer this service for these people. I said, no, just take it step by step. First and foremost, I asked them to read the books. They read the book. Both of them read the book. I said, okay, now we need to really clarify exactly what you are delivering. Because until you be able to clarify exactly what you are doing, it will be difficult for you to be able to identify who your exact target client is. It's not every client out there that you need to spend all the time and resources to target them. You need to exactly understand and define who exactly your client is, what specific service you are delivering. Yes, it's a cleaning business, but there are different ways of delivering the cleaning business, and there are different end users. Is it domestic? Even in domestic, are you just cleaning a home, or going there and maybe taking care of their laundry, taking care of maybe organizing their gardening? So you need to be able to define. And what the book does is be able to help people be able to exactly define exactly what it is they are delivering. And when you're able to define that, it helps you be able to identify what the market opportunities are, who your exact target client is. For instance, if you want to deliver the cleaning service, as I gave as an example, and you want to deliver it to maybe domestic households, it's a domestic cleaning services, then you want to look at, okay, who makes the decision for such services in the house? And that should be part of your strategy in being able to identify who the decision maker is in the house. If you are going to be targeting, you can't target any household and just target maybe, over there we do have what we call house helps, and we have drivers, and we have various people who work in various aspects of the house. You don't target those people. You target the decision makers in the house. And where can you find these decision makers? That is where your focus should be. That's the strategy, and those are your target people that you need to get to, so that you can be able to market your services and your business to them. And the same applies to every business. It is very important to be able to know exactly what you are delivering and how you are going to deliver. And that is what the book is all about. It's being able to help people to identify exactly what it is they are offering, who they are offering this service to, and how they can best be able to deliver these services or this product very effectively and efficiently.
And where can they find the book?
Yes, it's on Amazon. It's on Kindle as well. And you can, of course, you can also always download Kindle on your iPad, on all other Android platforms, and be able to download as well. And you can also order it from our website, which is www.vikbusinessservices.com. That is www.v for Victor, I for India, K for Kilo, E for Echo, businessservices.com. And when you order it from our website, you get it free delivery. So it will be delivered to your house without you having to pay for it, or your address without you having to pay for it.
Okay, great. And how will they contact you if they really need to reach out to you?
Yeah, I can always be contacted by Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Google+. You can always contact me from there. Interestingly, my name seems to be the only name in the whole wide world. That'll be the full name, Victor Kwegyir. So if you put my name in Google, everything about me will come up, and you can just contact with me on any one of the platforms. I'll be glad to always help whichever way possible.
Perfect. Thank you for coming on the program again. And again, they can reach out to you, any of those particular mediums, and just type your name in, and they should be able to find you.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. Thank you again for coming on the program. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Okay. You can download this episode on Blog Talk Radio, or you can download it on Stretcher, and I think it was TuneIn. So anybody, thank you for listening to the program. Everybody have a great day, and take care.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For more information about equipment financing and asset-based loans, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. Or call us at 866-611-7457. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. And thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.